Hello and welcome to video 2 of our 10-part 3 video series entitled Binge Drinking Unmasked. Today's video is entitled The How and Why You Binge Drink. So yesterday's video we addressed what the definition is of binge drinking, which may have surprised to you as it has a couple of my clients in the past. So that's all coming up today. I'm Luke Michael Howard, clinical hypnotist and creator of the Binge Drinking Rapid Reboot program, specialized program where I work with successful professional women aged between 27 and 57 who binge drink and who want to quit. That's really important. So, how and why do you binge drink? Now, an interesting thing that I've noticed over the last 25 years of working as a clinical hypnotist and a personal change worker, and having many clients, many female clients, for binge drinking over that period of time, I noticed very similar patterns that kept coming up almost time and time again when I was working with a specific type of woman. And these were typically, it's probably you, because that's why you're here, typically a personality, a go-getter, a successful professional woman who pretty much has all of her ducks in a row, except for one, and we'll get to that a little bit later on. If we talk to her friends or her colleagues, they would say, and we'll call her Sarah for this, right? Sarah, oh yeah, she's really successful, really driven. She's got a family, very successful family, very successful in her career, typically a doctor, a lawyer, a realtor, or a field where it involves her being almost a solo entrepreneur, if you will. Very successful in these areas. Again, outside people, she's amazing, she's great. However, there is a little bit of a dirty little secret. Now, when Sarah goes home, there's one area that she doesn't quite have licked. She comes home and she's very stressed and she's overwhelmed by life, but she doesn't let anyone else see. She can't let that mask slip. How does she deal with it? Well, the only way that she can, the only way that she's learned, is she starts to drink. Now, not just one drink, but typically about 4 drinks. And remember, 4 drinks, that's 2 drinks, all right, folks, ladies. All right, we're talking about a drink that, over 4 drinks. And when I would typically ask Sarah why she does that, well, it makes me feel less stressed. It makes me feel less overwhelmed. It's as if every area of my life I've got under control, under lockdown, except for this little area called binge drinking. Now, I can get away with it because it's behind closed doors, and I typically don't get carried away with it like I may have done as a teenager. I do it behind closed doors. Most people probably don't even know that I do it, and perhaps I've never admitted to being a binge drinker, but just I enjoy drinking occasionally. And when we drill down, it's more than a couple of times a week. Again, go back to video 1 of the working definition of binge drinker. And typically Sarah will do this because she's not dealing with the stress in her life. And I appreciate we've all got stress. As long as you're alive, you're going to have stress. But she's got a huge amount of stress. And it's almost this imposter-like syndrome where everyone thinks I'm successful. I've got to keep on this mask of being successful, and I can't let anyone know about my dirty little secret of binge drinking that makes me feel great shame and great guilt about it. So I typically won't do it with my friends, but I'll do it on my own. It's like that demarcation point between work and home that helps Sarah unwind and feel less overwhelmed. Now, when Sarah stops binge drinking, she wakes up the next day, the stress is still there, the overwhelm is still there, the mask is still there, but it might be slipping. But now she might have to take a day off work or a couple of days off work because she has a hangover, or she's developing some illness inside of her body because she's not getting enough sleep from the drinking. And the drinking works as a depressant, okay? Too much anxiety in the life. Start to drink, starts to work as a depressant. So you have less anxiety, less stress, less overwhelm. But because it's a depressant, you also have less joy, less happiness, you're less grateful about things, less self-esteem, less confidence, less just pure happiness in your life. And who wants to live a life like that? So that's typically why Sarah does it, and that's why she typically does it, trying to find a reason why. And it's not her fault. That's what she's found, and it's worked for her for many, many years. And I don't know if you can relate to Sarah, but I'm here to potentially help you to find your way where you can unwind, where you can feel less overwhelmed, where you can have control of that area, or that I'm going to talk about. You're not really in control of anything anyways, but that's a bit of a controversial topic we'll be addressing in a later video. So that was video 2. Tomorrow we'll be coming in with video 3 into your inbox around about the same time, same place, same channel. And tomorrow's video is entitled, and I kind of dropped a little hint earlier on today, is how comes I'm in control of all the areas of my life, family, work, health, except for the binge drinking. But this binge drinking thing, I just can't stop. I just don't have it licked. I don't know how to deal with it. What's wrong with me? I've conquered all these mountains. People think I'm Superwoman. Why can't I deal with this thing called binge drinking? What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you, first of all, but we're going to address why that mechanism is in your brain tomorrow. Again, look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. I've been Luke Michael Howard, the creator of the Binge Drinking Rapid Reboot and clinical hypnotist. I'll see you tomorrow. Always believe.